Good morning, everyone. Brian here with BMK Retro Gaming. This morning I have the comparison contrast video of Shark and Go Fish. Now I should warn in advance that considering that both of these games can play a bit, all that we have to go over, and the fact that my phone's camera will only record for around a half hour or a bit more without splitting a video into two parts, there is a chance this may end up being a two-part video. But if that happens, we'll just deal with it then, and I'll make sure that y'all get both of them straight up. So anyway, let's go over it pretty quick. There are a few differences between the two games, of course. For one thing, Shark was developed by lead designer Don Daglow and programmer Ji-Win Sao, who was, interestingly enough, one of the very first female programmers in the history of video games, video games. And the music was composed by Andy Sells, and this was for Mattel in 1982, who published it. Whereas Go Fish was developed by homebrew developer Bob Montgomery, and the music and sound effects were done by Tommy Montgomery. Not sure if that's a brother, cousin, or what. And it was published by Atari Age as a homebrew in 2005. Now, Go Fish is not quite a direct Atari VCS 2600 homebrew port of Shark, though it is inspired by and somewhat based on it, so they're very similar games. They look and play a lot alike. They have a lot of the same basic game concepts. A few big differences, though. Now, for one thing, with Shark, when we reviewed it before, I did so through emulation on my AtGames IntelliVision flashback, and did not have the box manual overlays, physical cartridge and all, so there were some things about it that I didn't quite go over and may not have known about, so we're going to go over a little bit of that now. This is basically the box for Shark. It's very nice looking. Here we see everything about it. Let me see. Oh yes, it does say Mattel Incorporated 1982, Hawthorne, California. And on the back we have a little bit of a nice bit of some gameplay shots. It was a very nice looking, pretty good game for its time. And honestly, the gameplay is decent enough that it's kind of too bad it wasn't an arcade cabinet. Seriously, Mattel considered it kind of a kiddie game back then, you know, and didn't underestimate its popularity, and the popularity tended to be where demand outpaced their supply, so they had to make some more runs or batches of cartridges to meet demand, so it was pretty popular. As a matter of fact, that makes it kind of funny, since Mattel had their M network, where they ported a lot of games over to the Atari VCS 2600, which had been IntelliVision original library games. Well, kind of weird that they didn't think to do Shark, considering its popularity, how well it was selling and all. But with Go Fish, we got something of it in homebrew much later on, so, you know, Go Fish kind of helped fill a gap that the IntelliVision original library left. Here's the manual. It's pretty nice looking and all. Excuse me, that's overlays and such. As we open it up, it talks about the object of the game and your controls, which are pretty simple. You use the directional disc to move around. Any of your side buttons will stop your movement if needs be. And also you can dart left to right and all by pressing 1, 2, and 3. And also helps you to select your game speed to start with. And then, of course, it tells you how to get ready for it and everything. Which, like with most IntelliVision original library games, it has about 4 different speeds of gameplay. We'll play on number 3, which is the slowest. Believe me, it's still pretty well fast enough in general for me. And then it tells you a little bit about how to understand things on the screen and all. Then it starts going over some of how to play, which I'll get into as we play a bit. Then it talks about some of the little hazards and all, and then talks about your fish. You grow basically about 5 sizes, once for every 1,000 points, up until size 5, then every 1,000 points after that gets you an extra life. And also when the shark appears, if you hit his tail without hitting his head or fins, nibbling on it as they call it, that scores more points, and depending on your size and all, enough can turn the shark brown and kill him, at least temporarily. Then it talks about the other hazards, such as the shark here, crabs and lobsters who will be down in the reeds and all towards the bottom of the seafloor, jumping up trying to catch any fish which pass. Really, once you get up to about size 4, you can actually manage to kill them. But before that, no good. Then there's the seahorses, which they're about size 3, and once you get up to about size 3, you can eat them, and they are very delicious. Then there's the killer jellyfish, which are about size 6, which you cannot kill or just stay away from them. I mistook them for being, when I was reviewing Go Fish, for being more like squid or something, but no, it's jellyfish in both cases. Let me see. Oh, and by the way, with the crabs and lobsters, crabs are orange and lobsters are red. Then it talks about the other fish, and then scoring, basically. The fish are different sizes, you know. If you eat a fish of size 1, 150 points. 2 size fish, 200. 3, 250. 4, 300. 5, 350. Then nibbling the shark's tail is basically the same point values. At size 1, you get 150 points per nibble. 200 at size 2, 300 at size 3, 250 at size 4, 300, and at size 5, 350. And the nibbles needed to kill a shark. When you're size 1, it takes 7. Size 2, it takes 6. Size 3, it takes 5. Size 4, it takes 4. And size 5, it takes 3. Then basically it talks a little bit about how you can climb the underwater ladder, which I think is the bubble thing. It also mentions in here on the IntelliVision 2, like we're going to play it, on the bubble sound may be a bit off. I haven't really noticed and don't care. Oh, and also it talks about the special bonuses. If you kill a shark, you get a bonus size or 1 player fish. Kill a crab, you get a bonus size or a player fish. Same thing for killing a lobster. And that's about it. Then it talks about some strategy tips and encourages you to play again. And we have the back. Put together, it's about 15 pages worth of manual. Then, of course, we have the overlays, which I know this well enough I don't really need to use them. Talks about how here you can dart with these. And your stops are on your side fire buttons. And then your direction disc down here. So pretty straightforward overall. Not too complicated with all that. Anyway, this video has already run for nearly 10 minutes. I don't want to drag out too long on that one. Here, as we've seen yesterday with this is the cartridge for Go Fish. Pretty nice cartridge, label art and everything. Pretty decent. And this is basically the cartridge for Shark, which it's a basic standard IntelliVision cartridge. It says Shark on front, pretty plain otherwise. Anyway, I've got my IntelliVision 2 hooked up, so I'm going to go ahead and get that set up to play Shark. Then we'll switch over to my Mattel IntelliVision 2 system changer to play Go Fish. Okay, so here we go. We're getting set up for Shark. Not a very loud game on this one. Okay, press 3 for slowest speed. Select number of players, 1. Enter. Okay, here we go. It's very nice looking, pretty detailed. maybe what you might expect about graphically for about this period of oh, no way. Not gonna let the shark do me that way right off the bat. Oh well, reset's pretty easy. Okay, 2 snacks right away, huh? Here's that first tail nibble, second one, third, fourth, fifth, grew a size, so now we can eat him. Well, I might be able to eat him before, but here's our buddy again. See, the shark can really be oh, darn it. Wasn't paying enough attention. The shark can kind of be helpful in helping you to gain points and gain your size some, so he's kind of a better of two evils thing. You know, you need him in a way, and in another way he's a pain in the neck. But there could be worse things. He's also bad about he will turn around on you pretty quick at times. Come on, Sharky buddy. Do not disappoint me. Oh, darn. Actually, I played this to like 49,800 points earlier on, you know, so of course, we'd be at this video for way too long if I could do that now, so we're not even going to try it. There you are. Oh! Again, he can turn on you pretty darn fast. And he will, too. Come on. There we go. He turned brown and died. And it looks like I gained an extra life or an extra fish for having gotten him. Hey, that works. So I come up to size 3 now, maybe. Or maybe just, I don't know. Ha! And now I'm up to 4 fish. Yep, can eat him now. Don't know about this one. Oh! You're not eating me. Not today. Shark is bad too about he will come for you. Does not know much of any mercy on you. Arr! Oh! And he comes at you from... Seriously, the shark will sometimes appear from down at the seafloor seabed or by the reeds and all, or way up top. You know, you never know where he's going to come from for sure until he shows up. Yes, go away, you shark-toothed monstrosity. Whoa. See what I mean? He will come and go from where he pleases and when he pleases. snack. Oh! Well, that's the end of that. I'll give it one more go before giving it up. I believe we have a little bit of time. I hope. There's our first 100 points. Yeah, you sneak attack shark, you're not getting me that easy. Not today. Oh! I don't think so. Not that easy. Okay. Yeah, Seahorse wanted to make a go of it, but not on my watch. Not right now. Oh, he just has to play, huh? Fine by me. Size 2. Die. Oh! Darn it. Wasn't paying enough attention. Here we go again. Arr. You have to watch that 2 game backed into a corner where you've got more than one fish besides just a shark, which can be your undoing. It happens. Of course, once you get into a kind of a rhythm with it, you know, the game gets pretty simple. But still, you do have to pay attention. Hello, bonehead. Ha! I'll teach him not to mess with me like that. Forget, am I the right size for the... No, I'm not going to find out yet. Bye-bye. Well, he asked for it. I think I'm at size 4 now, or maybe. I don't know. Ooh, jellyfish. Seahorse snack. Num num. Ha! Oh! disadvantages of being a larger size. Can be easier to screw up. Oh! Should have seen it coming. Bye-bye. Oh boy, not an extra fish. It's going to take a bit. Oh, well, if I keep doing that, well. Oh! Darn, missed. Oh! Should use my stop. Sheesh. Oh! Ooh. Well, that wasn't good. Oh, I'm missing a lot. But I need to run down these lives so we can get on to go fish, so I can't complain too much. This right here, he looks like he'd be about your size to eat, but he's a hazard. Sometimes you just have to use that judgment to try and figure out. Oh. But don't do that. Oh! And there's one more game over, so that's kind of enough with Shark. I think you guys get the idea of the gameplay on that one anyway. I'm going to go ahead and get set up with the IntelliVision 2 system changer, and we're going to get a little bit into Go Fish. Okay, so here we go with Go Fish. It's actually fairly similar to Shark in a way, though different. It's inspired by, in this one you don't have seahorses, crabs, or lobsters. And the shark is not really the prominent central enemy character, and it may look a bit different color-wise than it would have on my Hyperkin Retron 77 emulation hardware clone console, because the colors do come off just a bit different, but it's mostly the same, I think you'll see. Now we go around here, these little fish here are worth a point apiece, the blue ones are worth 2. You're just trying to eat and survive. That's another thing that's different. The point values here are much lower, so doesn't take quite. It takes quite a bit to grow, but it can take a bit longer, partially because of the lower point values. Whereas in Shark, a lot of the fish and other things you could eat were worth a fair deal more points. Here too, you sometimes have to learn to just stop and loiter around. And since there's nothing like lobsters or crabs in the down by the floor there, in the reed beds and all, or whatever, you can manage to hide down there some if you need to. Let's see, next size comes at about 55 points. Kind of like in Shark though, you want to watch not hanging around too much by the sides, because you never know what's coming out there, something that might be capable of eating you. And there are indeed sharks in this game, though I haven't seen what I could identify as one yet, so I'm guessing they probably come at a later point in the gameplay after you've played through for a good while, so. That right there down here by the bottom is a jellyfish, so that enemy is definitely present. Sometimes it can take a bit before something else you can actually eat comes along, so. Here we go, another little yellow one that looks a lot like I do. I forget if those were worth 5 points or what. Those little blue ones are like worth 2, I think. $55 for the next size. Over at 50. Okay, 2 more points. Where are you? Ha! 1 bluefish. If I can catch him. There we go. Now we can eat these redfish. Which I forget if they're worth 7 or what. There's that little black thing, grayish thing right there. Ooh, wrong thing. That kind of stunk. Anyway, that's a basic idea of the gameplay. I think that's enough anyway. You can get it a lot bigger and quite a few more sizes, but we're just kind of short on time here. I think you guys get the idea with the gameplay. Okay, so that was the IntelliVision original library game, Shark, an old classic, very popular. And the Atari VCS 2600 homebrew game, Go Fish, which was inspired by it and is very similar in many ways. Which one is better? As usual with these comparison contrast videos, I'm not going to say. Let you guys figure that out for yourselves. I love them both. They're both great to me. And, yeah, they're both a fair deal different in a way, and I'm sorry I didn't get as much gameplay on Go Fish. To see more of that, go ahead and refer to my review video on it from yesterday. But they're both really good, and I like them both. Don't really have any recommendations or links for this one, as I looked and couldn't find any of my preferred YouTubers who had any. So that's about it as it goes there. Hope you guys enjoyed this comparison contrast video between the two of them. Big shout out to my IntelliVision Invasion Facebook group and my Atari 2600 Facebook group. Love you guys both. And Mr. Robert Morden and IntelliVision Invasion, hope you enjoyed this too. And both groups should be getting this video in due time. Keep your eyes peeled for my Atari 7800 original library review coming out on Wednesday. It should be a pretty good one on Xenophobe. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful Monday morning, and I will see you again then. On Wednesday.